James Simon this morning, Glenn, thanks to Midwest Bank Center. We are continuing our series on the economic impact and inclusiveness of the African-American community in St. Louis. And today, my guest is Dave Mason. Good morning, Dave. How are you?
I'm very, very good. Good morning. How are you?
I'm doing good. So before we get started, tell the audience a little bit about you and your company.
Sure. Well, I am David Mason. I started my company, David Mason and Associates, approximately 32 years ago. I actually had another company with another partner for about 8 years before that. So I've had my own company for about 40 years. So I've been very entrepreneurial in that regard. I am an architect, and my company does civil engineering, structural engineering, land surveying, architectural work. And we have offices here in St. Louis. This is where our home office is. And then we have offices in Chicago and in Philadelphia.
Now, I understand you're doing something with the new Major League Soccer stadium. Is that true?
Yeah, we are. We've been very fortunate to have been selected to work on that project. And now, obviously, everyone's sort of seeing it come out of the ground, which is great. And yeah, we did the civil engineering on that project and some of the structural engineering as well. And I just think it's a great project for the region. I did not grow up as a soccer person, but I have over my adult life, I've actually come to really, really enjoy it. And so I'm looking forward to having a team here in town.
Yeah, I say you're not a soccer person, but I do see the football in the background, so I know you're a football fan.
Well, yeah, the long suffering Cleveland Browns. I am originally from Cleveland, Ohio, so I can't give up my roots,
Understood. So we're talking about the economic impact and inclusiveness of the African-American community in St. Louis. So my first question to you is, how can the deliberate practice of diversity, equality, and inclusion by stakeholders lead to a more inclusive St. Louis?
It's a very, very good question, and obviously multi-layered. But first and foremost, having us all understand as business people and those stakeholders, understanding that there's an awful lot of talent that exists in this region that is diverse and has been extremely well educated and is ready to be in the workforce. And by reaching out, by being deliberate about hiring practices, you begin to, really service all of the community as opposed to just certain parts and pieces. And when we start, I think we will find as we serve all of the community, the old saying, all boats, can rise. And if we rise together, a number of things can happen. One, more dollars, within the community that are moving about, which stimulates growth, which means that businesses that are in some of the better parts of our community that have been, of long standing, been supported, those will continue to be supported. But even more so and even better, businesses in parts of our community that have not been supported nearly as well will in turn become supported because we have more people employed, more people concerned about their communities and being able to support them financially. And that's a very, very good thing.
So my next question is, what is your vision of an inclusive St. Louis?
Having worked here for so long, and my desire has always been for every business in this region to understand that that those that they can employ would come from all over the community. And my vision would be that there is employment, that no one need go without employment. And that the reason that they would be employed is because so many potential employers are reaching into larger and larger pools of differing people to hire them. For so long, we have had businesses in this community as well as others around the United States, but we're talking about St. Louis, that have really not looked far and wide as they probably should or could to find really good folks to hire. And I know that in my business, we continue to look for, we want a diverse staff. We want differing opinions in meetings. We want people to understand that we're working for all of our community, especially in the business that I'm in. But if I were selling pencils, I'd feel the same way. I want everyone to have opportunity. And what I really want is, I want this generation and the next generation to begin to put down roots and spread this notion that a diverse workforce can be a very positive and very strong workforce in itself. And we're missing the boat. We're missing the boat, I believe, as employers, when we don't look to be as diverse as we probably should be. Lots of different opinions out there, but also, you don't know all those people that you're missing that are really, really quite brilliant, could be very good when trained appropriately, and could be long-standing employees, which just means a stronger and stronger and stronger community.
We've been talking today with Dave Mason and Associates here in St. Louis. Very interesting comments that you have. I really appreciate you joining us on Morning Blend, and thank you. And on top of that, you have some fantastic looking offices over there on Vanderbilt. I got a chance to see some pictures of it, and I was like, wow, this is like a very innovative co-working space. This is great.
Well, you know what? We have the space here in St. Louis, our space in Chicago, our space in Philadelphia. We have wanted to be as innovative as possible. We have to attract a younger and younger staff, and we've embraced that. So I appreciate your saying that, and we're going to continue to be on that leading edge if we possibly can be.
Definitely. Thank you again, Mr. Mason.
Thank you so much for being here. I'm happy to be here. Thank you.